key word that I would use to describe Lindamood-Bell is engagement. Engagement both within the program and also engagement across the curriculum. And I was pleasantly surprised to see how engaged that the students were while doing the Lindamood-Bell program. Lindamood-Bell breaks down reading from a phonics standpoint, from a comprehension standpoint, and not only does that carry into the program, but once the teachers are properly trained in Lindamood-Bell, it then enters into the Tier 1 regular classroom environment. We've seen a lot of students at Bell Point not only make gains in their reading, but naturally their behavior improved as well because they were more engaged in the classroom setting. I'm a huge fan of Lindamood-Bell, and I would recommend this to any teacher, any school, any administration, and any school district.
Regular classroom teaching 6th grade literacy for 14 years. And so I had a lot of work with teaching reading, but this has been a total eye-opening experience after working with the Lindamood-Bell program. A lot of times our gap kids, where we have just missed them somewhere in the elementary education program. But then when they hit the 7th or 8th grade or 9th grade, the junior high years, it begins to come out even more evident that they are a struggling reader. And so being able to take that and be able to really dissect that and to look at that and then be able to fill those holes for them has been something that, yes, it has been very valuable. Overall, I think it's been something that's just been very rewarding for me as a teacher to be able to see those students come in is basically to see them fill the holes and for them to be able to pick up that text and be able to comprehend text in a new way. And so, and to be excited about reading. So for the first time in a long time.
And I'm with you today to share briefly about my passion for Lindamood-Bell and their intervention programs to help students with their reading abilities and also to help with their mathematical abilities. The part that I loved the most as a math teacher was the VV, the visualizing and verbalizing. It is so critical that a student not only be a fluent reader, but also that they are visualizing what they're reading. And Lindamood-Bell will tell you that it's a lot about them getting the gestalt, like that overall big picture. And I have been able to tie that pretty well into what I do when we're, trying to figure out what an Algebra 2 problem is really about, and can the kids visualize what's happening, and then connect that to their math. So it was really interesting to see how they lay out exactly how a student can successfully solve a math problem and organize their work. I just have to say I'm a big fan. I think that it's been incredibly successful with our students. And in my opinion, if something can work here at Bell Point, it can work anywhere.
Teachers and had opportunity to make observations and participate in the coaching sessions provided by the Lindamood-Bell folks. And I will tell you that it's pretty amazing to watch. I guess it's systemic in terms of everything's done with the purpose. It's almost overwhelming to watch the strategies that our teachers are using with students. Last spring, before we went home, had opportunity to review our data, and it was the data that we had just basically on some of the assessments that we were using, but it was so encouraging the number of students that we had that were making significant gains. And I'm talking about almost hard to believe the grade levels that they were making up by participating in this program and the rate in which they were making progress. I'm very, very impressed with the program. I'm very grateful to have the program, I'm grateful to have the teachers that I have.
When I was first introduced to Lindamood-Bell, I was actually teaching biology. I was a high school biology teacher, and I had students who had first grade reading levels, and I had students who had college reading levels. I had decided at the beginning of that school year that I wanted to try to put a little more reading into my biology. So I pulled in that reading interventionist, and she came into my classroom, and she's the one who introduced me to Lindamood-Bell and actually had me and my inclusion teacher who worked with me sign up for the training. And we started incorporating Seeing Stars into our interventions. It was really incredible to see those students kind of grow and things start to click. And them gain confidence from it, because they did. They really gained a lot of confidence from that. And that's how I got into dyslexia intervention and then eventually into elementary. I had a weekly coach with my groups, and that was amazing. Just to have somebody let me know if I'm on track. I like to know that I'm following the process like I need to, and I want to make sure I'm getting my students what they need to have.
And then the most rewarding part is then at the end when they're able to see their post-assessments, and you can tell someone, look what you did in 1 year. In 1 year, you made 5 grade levels of growth in comprehension. You know, you came in this year comprehending like a 4th grader does, and now you're ready to leave and go to the 9th grade, and you're able to comprehend what a 9th grader should be able to comprehend. So having those conversations with kids about their growth, for me, is the most rewarding part. It's really not just another program. It's a whole way of teaching, and it will change what you've thought previously. It will change all of your practices. It will cause you to be very driven to see those results. The support that you receive through the implementation, to me, is invaluable. We're steering the ship in the right direction now. You know, things are changing, and if you're looking for that change as an entire school and as an entire faculty and staff, that it's valuable. There's great value and great success in it.
So everyone in my building is now trained K-6, and what we're seeing is remarkable improvement in the kids' scores in literacy, but also their love for literacy.
I have a child named Matthew who is in kindergarten here at Pike. One of the things as a proud mama I'm seeing is he is actually at home doing more with not just sounding out words, but actually applying and writing sentences.
So I'm really changing lives.